started off on my own at 18. That's something I wanted to excel in then. Fresh out of high school, tore my ACL. I wanted to excel in that. But, life hits you, you know what I mean? And when you make choices and decisions, you got to stand on them as an individual and hold yourself accountable and become responsible of conduct at what you was taught when you was a baby and a child. And with that being said, boom, everything's going great, college didn't work. I ended up getting loans and things like that, I was making a way, making a living. I kind of fell back from the school scene. Unfortunately, everything wasn't going the way that because I experienced homelessness. And with that homelessness, it just built me. It made me better. It made me grand. It made me great. I experienced that at about 18 going into 19. Because my choice and decisions, me and my mom wasn't working out. She ended up going out to Atlanta like I was just saying. And boom, I got hit by a car within the process of building myself, leaving school and everything else, staying inside a motel room, making my life and all of that had rose me to understand that God ain't playing with me. I was living my life, and yeah, angel. Because if I break it down in this format, the way I've explained things, it wouldn't come back right. But I'm gonna explain though that I had a guardian angel. They let me know that I was unalive for 8 minutes because they made sure the paramedics was coming, in the flesh. And it's an essence within the blessings. And it taught me a lesson. And within teaching me a lesson, I had evolved. I had grew to something greater. I had grew to something more. And that's where I'm flowing to now. This is the quick version, you know what I mean? But we're going to go from here, you know what I mean? Shoot, they call me Big Mosey Mosey, you know what I mean? And once I LLC and brand everything, then I'll hit y'all with what it evolved to within just this realm of time. Going into this dimension, you know what I mean? I praise all to the Most High, all worship to the Most High, and I got me an apartment, and life has been growing. And within this growth, I found myself here, communicator, you know what I mean? I'm in my vehicle.